I believe he carried the team constantly, didn't make any mistakes.
Really solid drive, was always delivering, whether it be in the short race format of the head-to-heads or the relay races or even the team race.
Trebor, Extra Strong and Soft Mints and the V10R League are bringing you the Give Me Strength moments from Season 1, in which we will analyse with unparalleled honesty the dramatic and contentious moments and the great, strong and cool comebacks in the face of adversity. Throughout this series, we've been looking at the racing moments from when driver, team, commentator and viewer at home have thought, give me strength. And the comeback drives from the racers who are on the receiving end of some very dodgy moves or tight decisions. Now we are going to discuss some of those moments that you, the viewers at home, consider give me strength moments in your own online racing. So guys, we've been out talking to the sim racing community and we've given them the confidence to call out things that annoy them about sim racing. And Nick, you're going to be very surprised to hear that at the top of the list is exceeding track limits. Not so surprised?
Definitely not.
Obviously not. Well, everyone is pretty much getting a bit shirty about onerous track limits at Monza, Baku, Vietnam and Brazil. I'm not sure if that's fair enough, though, Ben, because is the issue here that in sim games, particularly in qualifying, it can mean an instant lap cancellation?
I think that's fair enough. If you go outside the bounds of the track, effectively cheating, then your lap should be disallowed. So we can't have drivers getting an unfair advantage over others. So track limits in qualifying especially is a good thing.
OK, well, Nick, I'm sure you have something to say about that, but lots of mentions for the last chicane at Canada. Get it right and you can make 4/10, and then get it wrong and you get your lap cancelled. How tough is that section?
Yeah, very. I would say in simulation gaming, I think it's quite unrealistic. The reason why people are asking those questions is because the car can take the curbs, the high sausage curbs, on the game. So they're looking to put their wheel in the right places on both of the curbs. Whereas in real life, they're nowhere near the sausage curbs. If they get to the sausage curbs, the car flies up in the air, unsettles the car. So you wouldn't see them anywhere near that. So I just think it's an unrealism or unrealistic situation that they find themselves with the game.
But some F1 drivers, I'm not going to mention any names, maybe related to this guy over here, they absolutely perfect that chicane, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's detrimental to your lap. It's so important to get it right, and you can definitely get it wrong. And we've seen there's many drivers in the past. That's why they call it the Wall of Champions, because you've seen, you know, the most experienced drivers going into that wall at the final corner. But yeah, it goes back saying that it's sim games that make that situation unrealistic. So you're going to get drivers or esports drivers trying to maximise everything, but really it should be as strict as possible.
The community has a real issue with some tight pit entries. We've had Baku called out a number of times and Spa, actually. But Nick, I guess which pit lane entry from your experience in sim racing or in real world racing would you say is the trickiest?
I've got to go with Brands Hatch, just because straight away, as soon as you go into the pit lane, you're facing a chicane on the way in, so it's quite easy to make a mistake and put it in the wall there. I would also say Shanghai, China, really fast pit lane entry, and you're faced with a hairpin, which we've seen certain drivers get it wrong at really vital moments in the past. But yeah, it's really difficult. And I'm also going to talk about pit lane exit.
Okay.
And I would say pit lane exit, toughest one has to be Abu Dhabi underneath that tunnel or in that tunnel. Cold tyres straight away, no grip under there. It could all go wrong at the final moment.
Oh, I like hearing what you have to say. I love a little bit of expert analysis over there from Nick. But finally, big surprise here, Nick. People aren't happy about slipstreams.
Yeah, shock.
Shock, horror. Loads of people actually said Spa, but the big one is a new name on the calendar, Vietnam. Tien Jordan's Give Me Strength moment is definitely Vietnam. I run high downforce because obviously, and these low-level flyers just breeze past me before the DRS activation even arrives. One for you, Ben. Anything that Tien can do about that?
Well, Nick told me just before, he says, lower the downforce, and that's all that needs to be said, really.
Do you agree?
Yeah, change your car setup.
Change the car setup. There we go, Tian. The experts have spoken. And finally, shout out to Classy Fen, who has called out the people who think you need large amounts of cars on the grid for it to be fun. I mean, we're totally behind you. V10R League, what am I saying? 1v1 on the track. Anyway, enough of backpacking for us. So, Ben and Nick, to wrap up all of this, who are you calling out as being the driver of the season and why? Nick, over to you first.
I'm going to go for Martin Stefanko.
Why?
I believe he carried the team. Williams was already a strong team with a lot of strong drivers. But Martin Stefanko was in the mix constantly, didn't make any mistakes, apart from a very vital mistake at the end. But it's only 1 kilometre per hour. It's a really difficult situation to put himself in. But I think he did a really, really good job. And I'll pass it over to Ben.
Thank you, Nick.
What do you think, mate?
I'll say Michael Schmidl for Porsche 24 Redline. Really solid drive, was always delivering, whether it be in the short race format of the head-to-heads or the relay races or even the team race. Was ever consistent and never really had a weak track. So carried the best team to the top. So he's my driver of the season.
Yeah, so many great drivers, of course, and what a season we had. What a team of drivers and what an honest bunch of commentators we have had as well. The V10R League giving it to you straight and honest and rewarding confident, strong and risky driving with Trebor Mints. Join us next year for season 2 as we expect heaps of drama and action that once again will have us screaming, "Give me strength" at our screens. Head over to all the V10R League channels for more news and previews for season 2, plus the results of our Trebor Give Me Strength G923 Racing Wheel competition. All the best, and we'll see you soon.